was clear that we saw the Democrats putting partisan politics and poll numbers above the people that they serve. And as I talked to people at home, Maria, I mean, the consequences of this were devastating. You had people that were furloughed, people that were not obviously receiving a paycheck, were unable to make their mortgage or rent payments or car payments or, child care. I had people telling me about increases at food banks and the number of clients that were coming there. We heard about Head Starts closing, Maria. These had real consequences for real people. And yet Democrats who continued to take a paycheck through this. Now, I want to make sure that your viewers remember that. Here they were demanding that people go without a paycheck so they could score political points, but yet they were still taking one themselves. I think that shows you that this was selfish and that it was centered on all of the wrong things. So for me, it was how do we get the government back working and how do we make Congress operate in a way that actually achieves results for the American people? Because ultimately, that's what President Trump wants. He wants to achieve results for the people he serves. That's what he's been doing. And the Democrats were trying to thwart that, and we weren't going to let them do that.
We've been talking about affordability this morning with the Treasury Secretary this morning, as well as with New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik. The president has floated this idea of sending Americans direct payments of $2,000 checks or more. Do you think that would pass muster with Congress?
Well, look, I sure hope so. I sure hope we take a look at these types of things and how we can make sure that the American people have more of their hard-earned money back in their pocket. And if you think about what President Trump has been doing overall, he wants to make sure that we onshore more jobs, that we drive up American wages. And the results of these negotiations are more money in Americans' pockets. That's what this has been about all along, leveling the playing field, because President Trump knows that you can put Americans against anyone else in the world. And if we are on a level playing field, we will always win. And so being able to show the results to the American people, allowing them to keep more of their hard-earned money, I certainly hope that that's something that Congress takes a look at. And definitely, I think that it would be something that the American people would receive well.
So do you believe the GOP agenda is changing with this new messaging about affordability? What are your priorities going into the midterms?
Yeah, so look, I mean, we've already been talking about affordability. You think about the working family tax cuts, Maria, and all that we delivered for the American people. It was absolutely incredible. So President Trump had campaigned on securing the border. He did that on day one. We were able to layer in more of that into the one big beautiful bill. You think about, we talk about affordability and pushing money back to Americans' pockets, whether it was the deductions for seniors, the $6,000 or the $12,000 or for a couple, whether it was the child care tax credits that had not been updated, Maria, since Ronald Reagan. President Trump delivered, pushing more of that hard-earned money of Americans back into their pockets. We saw that with no tax on tips. You know, we've seen that in so many ways, and I think people will ultimately see the results of this package soon, and we'll continue to keep building on that, looking at affordability of housing and making sure that we're driving down energy costs and that we're delivering results for Americans.
Well, look, Senator, there's a lot of pressure right now on Chuck Schumer after he pushed to keep the government shutdown going. Do you believe he will run for re-election? Do you think his time is up?
Well, look, I think if you look at what happened in the elections just, less than 2 weeks ago, we saw that the Democratic Party, the left wing, is no longer the left wing. It is in the driver's seat. You just heard that from Congresswoman Stefanik. You've got to be crystal clear about who the Democratic Party is. You've got a Democratic socialist that's going to be the mayor of the shining city on the hill in New York City. You look at who they elevated there as Attorney General in Virginia, someone who talked about taking the life of an opponent and his children. It's absolutely disgusting and despicable, Maria. And so I think that the Democratic Party has lost its way, but Republicans are showing a pathway forward.
Senator, thank you. We'll be watching your work. Katie Britt joining us this morning. And we'll be right back with FBI Director Kash Patel. Stay with us.
So, AI agents are your team's new helpers. Hey, ask your buddy. And to do their jobs, they need a lot of access. So, I just gotta know, are you okay with all that access? Of course you are, because you secured your agent's identity with Okta. So you'll feel good turning it loose to do its job, knowing the right controls are in place. Ooh, sorry buddy, that one's not for you.
discipline that delivers.
Progressive makes it easy to get a quick commercial auto quote online, so you can get back to all your other to-dos.
Didn't I say trim?
This is better.
See if you can save money at progressivecommercial.com.
My sister's cat.
This holiday season, give the gift of performance and style with Roback. Whether you're shopping for him or for her, Roback has the perfect piece for every adventure. From sleek, breathable polos to cozy fleeces and jackets. Designed for those who are always on the move. Shop now at Roback.com.
Advil liquid gels are faster and stronger than Tylenol rapid release gels. Also from Advil targeted relief, the only topical with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact and lasts up to 8 hours. Bob watches,
Discover Bob's watches.
The most trusted destination to buy or sell luxury pre-owned watches.
Shop vintage and contemporary watches.
From Rolex, Tudor, Breitling, Omega, Patek, Cartier, and more.
Explore thousands of models, all available now.
With overnight delivery and free shipping.
The only way to buy
Or sell.
100% authentic luxury watches.
We've done it.
We're looking for a house closer to everything, but we don't know where to start.
Find it with Realtor.com. With Real Commute, it's easy to find a home closer to what's ever close to your heart. Do y'all recycle? Realtor.com.
There's nothing worse than losing your dog before their time.
That's why I created Dr. Marty Nature's Blend, designed to help those with everything from digestive issues to itching, even moving better.
Nature's Blend works because it's freeze-dried. So instead of destroying the nutrients with high heat, they all get right into your dog's body.
Take it from a veterinarian with over 50 years of experience saving dogs' lives. I have never seen a food make this much impact on a dog's health.
For a limited time, get up to 54% off Dr. Marty Nature's Blend, plus a free gift with our special TV offer. Call or go to drmartypets.com/TV.
You've asked me that 3 times already.
I did? This is exactly how it started with Mom.
Worried about your brain health? Cerefolin Brain Wellness has a dual-action formula that slows cognitive decline while improving memory, focus, and concentration. Those taking Cerefolin Brain Wellness experienced a slower rate of brain shrinkage. Now also available without a prescription at cerefolin.com and Amazon.
It changed my mind.
Neurologist recommended Cerefolin Brain Wellness.
Everyone loves to find surprising presents under the tree. And WeatherTech gifts are always special too. Vehicles are protected with laser-measured floor liners for the front and middle, plus a cargo liner for the rear, and seat protector for furry messes. And with the pet feeding system, he'll eat safely his entire life. Add a cup though to make sure the phone is secure while driving. Find these American-made gifts or get a gift card instantly at WT.com.
Welcome back. We just heard from Treasury
All
Secretary
reports
Scott
can be
Bessent
found on
moments
Q
ago
Research or
China's
Q
broken
Notables.
promises following the summit between President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping on October 30th. The secretary told us he is expecting China to keep its promises. Now, China claims it will aggressively crack down on the chemicals that are used to produce fentanyl, which is the current leading cause of death for Americans ages 18 to 45. Joining me now, just back from his trip to Beijing, is the director of the FBI, Kash Patel. Director, thanks very much for being here. You went to China for 1 or 2 days. Tell us what you accomplished.
Hey, Maria, it's great to be with you. And look, we set this in motion, under President Trump's leadership and strong leadership in engaging in President Xi Jinping on the fentanyl crisis. Let's just put this in perspective. The prior administration, the Biden administration, allowed hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Americans to be killed by opioids alone. That is a national security crisis of epic proportions that was left undressed. President Trump comes in, engages his counterpart, President Xi Jinping, and says, we got to address this. Puts Attorney General Pam Bondi and the DOJ in motion, sets up engagements over the last 8 to 9 months, and designates the FBI director to go there and make sure this deal is solidified. And that is the reason that I, as the first director in 10 years, landed in Beijing, China. This opioid crisis is going to be turned off. Americans are no longer going to lose their life to manufactured synthesis opioids like fentanyl.
Well, I mean, look, you knew the China threat very early on, way before you were the director of the FBI. Where else is China interfering? What do we need to understand best about our number one adversary?
Well, look, we could talk about the espionage and other activities, but we have taken a huge step here. No one has bothered to engage China. The Biden administration didn't even do it. And fentanyl, for those, it's not like cocaine or marijuana where it starts naturally in a grow house or a grow facility or grow yards and then is produced into an ultimate chemical and drug. Fentanyl is purely chemically created. And if you take the ingredients, these precursors that we're talking about, these chemicals that we're talking about, and you shut off their flow, then the Mexican drug cartels cannot make it. It's that simple. And Biden could have listed 1 or 2 or 3 of the precursors. 0. Trump got it done, listing all 13 precursors and restricting all 7 chemicals, essentially shutting off the pipeline that allows the Mexican drug traffickers to create fentanyl. And we went there and we got the agreement solidified, and it's already in place. And we're going to see immediate results and immediate American lives saved by the hundreds of thousands, thanks to President Trump's brilliant leadership and Attorney General Bondi's care and commitment to this issue.
So you believe that the Chinese will keep their commitment here, and you think we will see an immediate impact then?
I do. We've already seen an immediate impact. And look, Maria, I don't think anyone has covered China better than you have. And I understand the skepticism. But I do also believe in President Trump's leadership to say, look, we have to engage with them and come to agreements where we can with them, especially if it saves American lives. Why wouldn't we? We're not going to get to 100% on 100%. But if we can save tens of thousands of American lives, then it was worth it. And I think we're already seeing those results. And at least on the fentanyl front, they have committed to this. They've kept their word on this. And we are saving American lives because of this once-in-a-lifetime historic engagement by President Trump with the Chinese.
Very, very important meeting that you had. Thank you. We'll be watching that. I want to move on to a few other issues before you go. And, of course, we always talk about the last 10 years of conspiracy against President Trump. And it started with the Russia collusion, on to the indictments and the impeachments. And, of course, January 6th. Do you have any news for us on January 6th in your investigation?
I think you'll see something on that front very soon. As you know, we can't reveal our ongoing investigations. And as it goes for things like Russiagate, Maria, again, maybe no one better than you has covered it. And look, I lived it. I was weaponized as a victim against a weaponization, politicization of law enforcement, including at the FBI, by former senior leadership there. And I was the one that ran and uncovered the Russiagate hoax and conspiracy back on my House Intel days. I can't talk about ongoing investigations, but I think you've seen reporting in the media and reflections as to what's going on. We will not allow anyone who participated in the Russiagate conspiracy or those who improperly and illegally, in my opinion, spied on me, members of Congress, and even members of the media for a political end state to be left unturned. These are investigations that are of important consequence to the American public. Deputy Director Bongino and I have lived through it with you and everyone else. And we don't ask you to trust us, but look at the work we've put in under President Trump's leadership. We are going after every single person, from drug traffickers to those who create precursors to those, most importantly, who weaponize our system of law enforcement. You've already seen indictments of people like former Director James Comey and others, and we're not done.
Well, by the way, Comey is asking for all of the charges to be dropped right now, as you know. So the audience wants to know if we're ever going to see accountability, Director. And I know that there's a limited amount you can say about this with regard to what happens next. There was a criminal referral for John Brennan. Do you believe we will see accountability?
Yes, 100%. We are delivering this accountability. But I'd just like to remind the audience, and I think you know this better than anyone, they built this weaponization scheme over the course of a decade plus. In these first 8 months that we've been there, we've already charged individuals, thanks to this great Department of Justice, who are at the pinnacle of this weaponization of government. We've already turned over, by the way, Maria, James Comey turned over 3,000 documents to Congress for oversight. Christopher Wray turned over 13,000. This FBI, under our leadership, has turned over 38,000 pages of information to Congress for congressional oversight purposes, which is wed to accountability, which is wed to the referrals that they send us back that we activate at the FBI. Every single letter they send us that has a substantive referral is opened by this FBI.
Director, just to clarify, how many Americans were arrested regarding January 6th? I know many people spent jail time as a result of January 6th, and you've been doing a deep dive investigation into this. There's a lot of speculation online. We want to know who planted the pipe bomb. Is there anything you can tell us there? And how many people were arrested on January 6th?
Too many. Far too many, far too baselessly as a result of a weaponization of justice and a politicization of targeting President Trump's supporters. It was unlawful and improper, and we've been working like we have with the deputy director to unearth that. And as it relates to major investigations of public importance like the pipe bomber, again, I say, stay tuned. We reviewed every single investigation of public consequence, reopened them, reevaluated them, because we feel it cannot go untouched. We are not going to let these things lay by and allow the fake news media to run roughshod over us. Our indictments speak powerfully in court. If you don't believe us, just look at the response that the Eastern District of Virginia under Lindsey Halligan did to James Comey, and look at the notes and publication of evidence. That's the type of material we have, but we have to safeguard our prosecutions because the ultimate accountability is with the verdict in a jury room.
Understood. Director, good to have you this morning. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Maria.
FBI Director Kash Patel joining us. Quick break, and then Mike Davis is here, the president of the Article 3 Project, with a reaction. Plus, new details on just how expansive former special counsel Jack Smith's tracking and surveillance of Republicans and supporters of President Trump really was. Stay with us.
Behind this visor are Vanguard's institutional quality bond funds, powered by a deep bench of experts who have outperformed peers over the last 10 years. Are you backed by institutional quality bond funds? Vanguard, discipline that delivers.
Why unpack like this? You can unpack like this. This is the carry-on closet, Solgaard's signature luggage that keeps you organized anywhere. Learn how you can unpack in seconds at Solgaard.com.
Is iconic at this point, but I'm just going to speak facts here. It's slim, it's RFID blocking, it's awesome, it's comfortable, I love it. I carry it every day. And then every wallet at Ridge.com has like an unlimited lifetime warranty, so you don't have to worry about it falling apart. Check it out at Ridge.com.
A plunge and sauna have been a game changer, helping you stay balanced during the chaos of life. So if you've been waiting to add a plunge or sauna or both to your routine, now is the perfect time.
We age because our cells do. Fatty 15 reverses aging at the cellular level.
And I find this is the one supplement that has helped me get the results I want.
Fatty 15 has over 36 cellular benefits to support your health. Use code TV for 15% off at fatty15.com.
First time that my dad mentioned to me that he was thinking about starting a sock company, I thought it was crazy. About 8 months later, he actually asked me to come work. We started giving away socks at run clubs, races. Immediately, people were coming back to the stores and buying more of them. Word of mouth has been tremendous. We realized that our number one marketing tool is the product. We don't just make socks, we create products that help people perform their best.
So much work is put on the internet every day. How do brands find new customers anymore?
So Jeremy raised a ton of money, acquired an AI company, and built Rad Intel. Over $50 million raised in contracts with Fortune 1000 clients. The results speak for themselves. Turn data to 1120.
Liberty Mutual customization.
Am I one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
Yes.
What happens in this one?
Seagulls.
I like it. How are you doing?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hi, grey pair of lungs? Shame about your swollen gums. You need Parodontax, clinically proven to help reverse all signs of early gum disease. The gum experts.
John trusts Prevagen for his brain, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm John. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I've been producing and directing for over 50 years. It's a very detailed thing, and the pressure's all on me. My boss told me about Prevagen, and I started taking it, and I noticed a change. My confidence level is stronger. I've been taking Prevagen for more than 11 years. It just works.
Prevagen has been the #1 selling brain supplement nationwide for over 10 years.
Hey, it's Scott. If you want to elevate your home, check out the Studio Pro Scent Diffuser from Hotel Collection.
My house smells like so many different things.
Hey, it's Christina Hall. In my home, every detail is curated.
Your house doesn't smell like pure luxury. Why are you even in Italy?
Seriously, having this kind of luxury at your fingertips changes everything.
Making them meet on your time. Classic corporate power move.
Sorry, this is the only 20 minutes I had.
But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility for temperature-controlled healthcare shipping. FedEx, the new power move.
Welcome back now. Reaction to what we just heard from FBI Director Kash Patel, the president of the Article 3 Project, Mike Davis. Mike, good to see you. We went through a lot of different issues with Kash Patel, and of course, nobody knows these stories better than you, having worked so deeply and involved in Chuck Grassley's office for so many years and beyond. What is your reaction to what we heard from the director?
Kash Patel is a friend of mine, and he is a bold and fearless warrior for the Constitution. So is Dan Bongino, his deputy. President Trump has an all-star team in the Justice Department led by Attorney General Pam Bondi, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, Kash and Dan, Harmeet Dillon, Judge Janine Pirro, Lindsay Halligan, Alina Habba, so many bold and fearless warriors in the Justice Department. They had to break a lot of China in the Justice Department during the transition to get rid of all the deep state actors. And now they are going into the accountability phase. And this is crucially important. You're seeing a grand jury that's been opened down in the Southern District of Florida that's going to get impaneled in January. And in Fort Pierce, that's been opened by the courts. It's a public document. My friend Jason Redding Quinones is the U.S. attorney in Miami who motioned the court to open that. I have very publicly called for Fort Pierce to be the grand jury that investigates this unprecedented Republican-ending lawfare by these Democrats with Crossfire Hurricane and continued with Arctic frost. So I would say to these lawfare Democrats, justice is coming, lawyer up, nobody is above the law.
So you do think justice is coming. This has been a long time coming, Mike, and we've seen investigation and smears after smears on President Trump for a 10-year period. Walk us through what you believe took place here in the last 10 years.
I think that Hillary Clinton had an illegal home server as the Secretary of State, not only with our nation's most classified secrets, which is espionage, but also potentially her foreign bribery schemes, where these shady foreign actors are giving millions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation. What was Hillary Clinton doing in exchange for those millions of dollars? She got caught with her illegal home server. She took bleach bit to the server. She took hammers to the phone. She thought she destroyed the evidence. But maybe, just maybe, our worst adversaries like Russia and China hacked her server. So I think that's why the Hillary campaign made up the Russian collusion hoax with their law firm Perkins Coie. They lied to the FISA court. They got illegal spy warrants on presidential candidates. Donald Trump, they continued to spy on him. And the reason they did this is when Hillary got caught, she wanted to say, you can't believe this. This is a campaign dirty trick by the Trump campaign. They're colluding with the Russians. And you say, well, that sounds crazy. How could you think that? They did the same thing in 2020 with Hunter Biden's laptop of corruption. They had the 51 former intel officials working with the current CIA, the deep state, saying that the Hunter Biden laptop of the Biden corruption had all the hallmarks of a Russian disinformation campaign. You can't believe it. So justice is definitely coming.
Unbelievable. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, I'd love you to name some names. Who is most vulnerable? Who do you believe should be indicted? That's what we're talking about with Mike Davis when we come right back. Stay with us.
In a healthy gut garden, balance is key. Benefiber's plant-based prebiotic fiber gently nourishes the gut, working with your body to help you flourish. Grow it feels good with Benefiber. And for 6 grams of fiber with triple energy support, try new Benefiber Super Greens. She's really getting up there.
9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra or 20 milligram generic Cialis delivered for just $7. Let me show you. First, scan the QR code to go to getfridayplans.com. Then, you select if you need generic Viagra or Cialis, the quantity you need, I'll pick 9, and the dosage. I'll pick 100 milligram, thank you very much, and then their system will see if you qualify. Give it a second to find the best deals, and boom. Look at that. 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for just $7. 9 tablets of 20 milligram Cialis are the same price. The prescription and shipping are free. Scan the QR code to go to getfridayplans.com and see for yourself.
Behind this advisor is the power of Vanguard's institutional quality bond funds, 90% of which have outperformed their peers over the last 10 years. Are you backed by institutional quality bond funds? Vanguard, discipline that delivers.
Create a daily workout, whatever workout means for you. We are Creatine, the creatine gummy made from Creapure, the gold standard of creatine monohydrate. Learn more about Create at trycreate.co.
Stewart has the no-nonsense analysis of the numbers. On this show, we give it to you straight. Varney and Company on Fox Business invested in you.
AI can turn your lights on, and drive your car, and even write your kid's essay. But AI ain't gonna fix your broken water line or pay for the big repair bill. Having a plan from HomeServe offers real solutions, and when a covered system breaks, we'll send a qualified contractor to pay for the repair. There's nothing artificial about the peace of mind you get with a plan from HomeServe. Getting one is quite intelligent.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $4.99 a month.
Call 1-844-843-3989 or visit homeserve.com.
When you're a patient, there's really only one problem with healthcare, and it's access.
The average amount of time one waits to see a primary care physician is 26 days. You know, who can actually afford to wait that long if you have like a health problem?
We want everybody to have access to high-quality healthcare, and AI is a silver bullet for that. It's the first technology we have that can give you immediate, personalized, high-quality information about your health. We're not trying to replace your doctor, we're trying to empower patients.
Dreaming of a new kitchen? Now's the time at Cabinets to Go during our Buy More, Save More sale. For 2 weeks only, save up to 40% and choose from a huge selection of popular color and style combinations. And our expert designers will help you get started with a free 3D design. It's never been easier or more affordable to bring your dream kitchen to life. Visit cabinetstogo.com to find a store near you and come in today for big savings during our Buy More, Save More sale. Cabinets to Go, designed to wow.
Welcome back. We're back with Mike Davis. And Mike, I wanted you to talk a little about that 10 years of conspiracy. You just mentioned it. What do you think is most important for us to understand?
So President Trump declassified Crossfire Hurricane the day before he left office in 2021. The intel agencies, law enforcement ran to the chief of staff and said, you can't release this. You're going to reveal sources and methods. You're going to violate the Privacy Act, which is a crime. So the chief of staff said, do your Privacy Act review and get out these documents. Well, they didn't do the Privacy Act review. They did the Mar-a-Lago raid. That was the whole point of the Mar-a-Lago raid, was to get back Crossfire Hurricane. And that's what led to the 3 years of the lawfare against President Trump after he left office. 4 indictments for non-crimes. January 6th was part of that, where these Democrats and even some Republicans were trying to use January 6th to try to get rid of MAGA more broadly.
Okay. Mike, thank you. Thank you so much, Mike Davis.
Air travel check-in. The shutdown is over, but what problems persist? And how can we avoid future turbulence? The Big Money Show breaks down the latest. Then all eyes on NVIDIA's earnings. What can investors expect? And where to look for the next AI opportunity? Get must-see insight on making money.
Progressive makes it easy to see if you can save money with a commercial auto quote online, so you can get back to your monster to-do list.
Super helpful.
See if you can save money at progressivecommercial.com.
Thank you.
At Ameriprise Financial, we know our clients are so much more than clients. They're go-getters and game changers, legacy leavers and visionaries, healers and confidants. The goals that matter most to you matter most to us. Helping you achieve them is what we do best. With personal financial advice from an advisor you can trust and goal